Welcome back to Simple Skating. Today we are looking at Tony Hawk's Proving Ground for the Xbox 360 and Nintendo DS. Yes, this is Proving Ground Portable. Do you realize how much I want to say Proving Grounds Portable? Because to me, I've always called it Tony Hawk's Proving Grounds, just to find out when I actually go to play it, it's actually called Proving Ground. Why? Why not Proving Grounds? What's wrong with Proving Grounds? Proving Grounds sounds much better for some reason. I don't know why that is, right? I don't get it. But I always thought it was Proving Grounds. No, it's Proving Ground. No, there's no S. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to be looking at the Xbox 360 version and the Nintendo DS version. The Xbox 360 version was, it wasn't too bad. Well, obviously I'll get into that. And DS version, Anyway, let's jump right into the to these games, right? Let's go. So, Tony Hawk's Proving Ground for the Xbox 360. Now, don't get me wrong, this game is a much needed improvement over Project 8. 100% this game is much better than Project 8. It feels much more fluid. The controls feel like a natural mix of arcade slash, I guess, simulation. So, yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's not too bad. Just, you got challenges. You go up to people, you speak to people. They'll say, "Oh, cool, you got to do this trick for me, boy. You say this pro skater on my Motorola told me to do these tricks." You also have the ability to go, as it shows in this beginning challenge mission, that you can basically press select at any point, and I'm pretty sure it's select, and then you can just place down like skate ramps and shit, which you can then use to just create cool tricks, which is nice. I like that. That's a really cool addition to the game. But like I said, the actual controls feel much nicer than they did in Project 8. The only thing I would say is they still got the stupid way to, you see this grayed out lines to the side there. That's to indicate your balance. What's wrong with the old way? What was wrong with the old way? There's nothing wrong with the old way, the old balance indicator in the previous games. Why change it? I don't get it. But whatever. There was nothing wrong with it. But like I said, the mix of simulation and arcade style gameplay tends to work a lot better here. I still kind of feel like they should just pick something. Just either just go full simulation or full arcade. I think they should just stick to arcade because that's what they know. I guess they tried to mix in the simulation style gameplay to, I don't know, try and get a better understanding of simulation style gameplay. But then it kind of went downhill. It's like, why bother trying to learn something? After American Wasteland, it was pretty much apparent that they weren't particularly interested in making Tony Hawk games anymore, and yet they still made two more. They made Project 8 and Proving Ground. So why not continue to make arcade-style Tony Hawk games and not worry about what Activision was wanting out of you? Because you were going to start making them anyway after Proving Ground, so I don't know. But yeah, so obviously there's a bunch of new features. You can basically press the right bumper button to just propel yourself forward even faster to gain more speed, like I'm doing here in this challenge. It's pretty cool and it's fine. I really have nothing much to say about this. It's not like Project 8 where I had a lot of complaints. I feel like if you've got more negative things to say about the game, you've got more to say about the game. But this game's okay. There's nothing wrong with this game. I have no issues with this game whatsoever. No issues whatsoever. Now the trick mode is improved. It's much better than before. You can't cheese it like you could before either, like by just doing the tricks normally instead of using the analog sticks like you could do in Project 8 for some reason. Yeah, I gotta say, Proving Grounds, it's an improvement. Don't get me wrong, but it's still not great. It's still not great. And here we are, the portable version of Proving Ground for the Nintendo DS and developed by Visarius Visions. And just look at it. Graphically, it's similar to American Skateland, but how it plays, it's very similar to American Skateland. The control scheme is pretty much identical, if I be completely honest, to previous DS Tony Hawk games, whether that being American Skateland, there isn't really anything else. It plays fine. I think, it plays absolutely fine. You still got your challenges and whatnot. It looks like... Oh, excuse me. It looks like you just, looks like they tried to implement a similar feature to what the home console version of Proving Ground had, in terms of you can like put down skate ramps into places. It tries to do that, I think, but not very well. Basically, instead, what you can do is you can improve upon ramps and other things that are already existing in the level. So if you see the ramp there on the left, I could then upgrade them to slightly better ramps and shit like that. It's kind of stupid, if I'll be honest. It's nothing like what it is in Proving Ground. That's one of the best probably features of Proving Ground on the home consoles is the ability to basically place skate stuff anywhere you want. So you can pretty much create a trick anywhere you want. It doesn't really matter. And it makes me think, and I'll be honest, this is not a very good starter level. It's not great, you know, it's like, what was wrong with starting in the city, like in the home console versions of Proving Ground? What was wrong with that? Apparently everything. They had to, like, put you in some kind of factory area, which is also a skate park. I don't know. But yeah, the controls are fine. Like I said, they play pretty much identical to that of American Skateland. But you start, like I said, in this level, and this level has not got much going for it. If I'll be honest, it's not like starting off in the Hollywood level, or whatever it was called in American Skateland, with a much more interesting starter level. It's definitely a non-improvement. It's an unimprovement in comparison. So I haven't really got many things nice to say about this game. It feels really bland. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It feels really bland, right? Like, seriously, really bland. And it's Bizarrious Visions. It's like maybe they knew that this was gonna be their final Tony Hawk game. Maybe they didn't. Maybe with American Skaterland, they loved American Wasteland and they had a lot of passion, so they made American Skateland really good. And they tried making the Game Boy Advance version of the game as best of their ability as well. So when it came to them making a portable version, because obviously they had nothing to do with the portable versions of Project 8, as far as I know, maybe when it came to making a portable version of this, they knew it was Neversoft's final Tony Hawk game. Maybe they personally didn't really like this game, Proving Ground, and were like, oh, we don't really care, so we're just going to use the same engine, the same moves and everything that we made for American Skateland, and just half-ass it, because we don't really care anymore either. Maybe that was what it is, who knows. But yeah, so Proving Grounds on the DS, I would say give it a miss. It's not really worth your time. If you're going to play a portable skateboarding game, for the PSP, it's got to be Underground 2 Remix. For the Nintendo DS, it's American Skateland 100%. For the Game Boy Advance, who knows? Pick whatever the hell you like. Probably one of the original Pro Skaters is probably better. Maybe Pro Skater 4 for the Game Boy Advance. Maybe they go for that. But yeah, so that's that. Oh my word, we have come to the end of the video. Well, who would have thought that something like this would happen? In all seriousness, if I be completely honest with you, I didn't really have that much to say about these games. I played them, they were okay. The DS game was mediocre. The Xbox 360 game was pretty good, but it wasn't nowhere near the same kind of quality as previous Tony Hawk games. Don't get me wrong, it was still better than Project 8, but still. It actually felt like you had a proper, like, open sprawling, like, level or world or whatever it is. No, probably just an open sprawling level. But yeah, I didn't have much to say about him. But that's all going to hopefully change in the next Simple Skating video, where I have a lot to speak about the games I'm going to be covering. But we'll get into that. I'm not going to spoil it for you. If you subscribe to Bio in the Shadow Realm, you probably know what it already is. But if you're not, it's going to be a surprise. There you go. But anyway, as always, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know if you played these games. What did you think of these games? If you played them, what did you think? Are you a fan? Tell me what you think. I want to know. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.